I heard the audible voice of God, and I thought I was going crazy. Back in 2023, the Lord gave me a set of instructions to follow. One was to leave my church, quit my job, and move to Texas. 3 days after leaving my 6-figure tech job, you can just imagine the panic I started feeling. I started feeling anxiety, fear. I started having thoughts. It wasn't even thoughts. It was the devil literally attacking me. I started having a Genesis 3 moment when the serpent came to Eve in the garden and asked her, did God really say you must not eat the fruit from the tree? Literally, that's all the devil kept playing over and over in my ear. Did God really tell you to leave your church? Did God tell you to do this? Did God tell you to leave your job? You're crazy. Now look at you. Like, all these thoughts started spiraling in my head, and I literally started crying out to God. I started feeling depressed. I'm praying to God. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what's going on. I literally started freaking out. The thing is, church and work literally became my identity. If I wasn't at work, I was at church. I went to Sunday service. We had Friday service. I had small group meetings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I also was part of the event committee, and I did things at the church voluntarily. So I was always at church. Church was like literally my second home at this point. So when the Lord told me to leave church and also leave my job, I find myself at the house. Like, I would do my Bible study, I would worship, and then I'm looking at the four walls like, what am I going to do now? So I had a lot of time on my hand, and the devil was using that against me. Day 3 of being unemployed and churchless, I get up to take my daughter to school. I drop her off to school. On my way back, halfway home, I stop at a stop sign. Literally at that stop sign, I hear this loud, thunder-like voice say, turn right. When I say the voice was so loud, it felt like the earth was shaking. I'm literally looking around in my car. Mind you, I'm the only one in the car. I'm still looking in the car just to make sure there was no one in there. I'm looking outside the car as well. And then I felt the urge in my spirit that I had to obey. So I literally turned right, and I knew it was the voice of God. So I immediately started praying. I started asking the Lord, why did you want me to turn right? Where do you want me to go? Like, I'm praying, I'm asking God, and God is silent. No more instruction. He is mute. So the road that I was on, there's 2 ways to get to my house. I could either go straight, I can make a right, and then make a left and just keep straight, and it will still take me to my house. So while I'm praying, I'm asking God where he wants me to go. I'm not getting an answer. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just take the longer way home. So as I'm driving, I'm still praying. So I'm headed down this street, and I look to the right. On a hill, there's a church. And immediately I knew that's what the Lord wanted me to see. Now, mind you, I've driven down this road several times and never seen this church. It just never stuck out to me. So I took a note of the church. I said when I get home, I was going to look it up. So I get home, I forget to look up the church. I'm not even sure what happened. But 2 days later, I'm back at the Lord's feet, hollering, screaming, crying, acting a fool like I always do. I know the Lord be tired of me. Like, girl, I'm literally asking the Lord, like, I want to go to church. I want to worship. I done left my job. I done left my church. What I'm going to do? The Lord's like, get up off that floor. I already gave you a church. So I get up and I go look at the church. I looked them up on Facebook, and I see that they have a sermon posted. So literally I watched the sermon, and you would not believe what the sermon is about. You guessed it, Genesis 3. Literally talking about how the serpent tricked Eve into eating that apple, how the serpent is going to come and start questioning you about things the Lord has told you to do. And literally that's what I was going through. I was going through that the whole week. And if that wasn't enough, right after I finished watching the sermon, the Lord had my cousin call me with a word. She calls me. She's like, hey, I just got a prayer and the Lord said to tell you to let go of control. Fast forward to present day. Did I let go of control? I did, but sometimes my hand somehow, some way get back on the steering wheel. But me and the Lord, we're still working on it. Control is something that's hard for me to let go of. But yeah, Lord, your will over mine.